Hey guys, got a good friend of mine stopped in the shop today, Brian Buzzy with Beretta. Brian, would like you to talk to the people today. We're excited. We're shooting the new A400 shotguns, and I want to have you talk a couple things about the shotgun. Can you explain one of the things we get all the time? What's the difference between the A400 and Xtreme 2? And can you show the guys how to take the plug in and out?
Sure, absolutely.
Absolutely.
And I'll take it apart so they can see how to clean it, because that's very important in all guns.
Good.
But, one of the biggest difference on the A400 and the Xtreme 2 is the receiver on the A400 is an inch shorter than the Xtreme 2. So the gun is lighter weight, it cycles faster. Also, the other big thing is that the recoil system is up front instead of in the back. This does two things. One, it allows you to change your length of pull from going from early season when you don't have a lot of clothes on, to going to late season when you're wearing a lot of clothes.
And it's huge.
Yeah, especially when you're laying in a blind and you got to sit up with a lot of clothes on. And then also with the recoil system being up front here, you have, your face isn't moving with the stock, it's staying still, the gun is just coming back. So those are two of the most important things and big differences between that and the Xtreme 2.
And it's a little bit lighter, right?
And the gun's a lot lighter. It's a little smaller in the hand here, not as big as the Xtreme 2 was. So those are some of the key things. It has the swivel studs on the gun,
which comes standard.
Comes with all the guns now, which the Xtreme 2 did not, which makes it easy because then you can use anybody's sling to put on the gun.
Absolutely.
So just to take it apart, I'll just show you real quick. I'm going to shut the gun. Gun's unsafe. Just take what we call, Beretta calls the B-lock system. It's a quick, simple turn. Pull the fore-end cap for the fore-end off. It comes down. Barrel. And then all you have left to do is you rotate the bolt head back just halfway. Pull the handle back, the bolt handle, and the gun slides apart. Very simple to clean. If you want to take the trigger out, you just punch this pin out and pull the trigger out.
And you recommend oil, or do you just spray in air, just wipe them out, keep them clean?
I just wipe them up and keep them clean. If you want to oil anything, there's a couple little tracks in there.
Absolutely.
That's it. Otherwise, you don't need a bunch of oil on the gun. All that does is to collect the dust. Again, a lot of people want to know how to take the plug out. There's several different ways. One of the easiest ways is to take some dummy rounds, push them up into the chamber, and it'll push the plug out for you. That's real simple. I just recommend that you use dummy rounds. Make sure you don't put any live ammo up in there. Another way is in Beretta, if you notice in the box, there's a longer plug that comes in the box. This is a, if you want to hold that box, this for me real quick. If you notice in the box, there's a longer plug. This plug that comes in the box is for a 2 rounds, so you can only have one in the chamber and then one in your carrier. So what I like to do is you just
That's not going to work for me.
Right. Yeah, you don't want to just have 2 rounds. I've seen you shoot, George. Anyhow, another simple way to work is if you just take this plug, stick it up into here, push this down, push it up in here. And if you notice, once it gets up there,
there's
see how the plug comes out? So just pull that plug out. That's one way. That's another way you can do it.
That's simple.
That's just a simple way. Or like I said, you could take a few dummy rounds, push it up and take it off. There's another way you can actually take this piece off and pull it out. It's just a little more work. This is simple in the field.
That comes right with the gun and everything.
Comes right with the gun, both of them. So now when you put it back, just slide that back in there. Back in, and then you don't ever have to worry about it falling out. So it's good. And then put the gun back together. It's extremely simple. Again, you take your bolt, slide it into the gun, rotate your bolt back way halfway, put your bolt handle in. Got barrels back on. Fore end. And then your B-lock system, which is just a quick click and turn.
Simple and quick.
Yeah.
Wow, guys, you can't get any simpler than that. And I'll tell you, I've always been a Beretta fan. I was Xtreme 2. When we shot these guns this year, this new A400, I'm going to tell you what, it points, it's a little bit quicker in pointing, pulling up. Just like you said, Brian said, it's a little faster. But we got the new Sitka up at the fade marsh camo. And you'll see some of the footage we have hunting in corn and hunting in the wheat. This gun just blends in perfect. It's been a perfect combination with both of them.
It's been one of our best sellers as far as the camos gun go.
Well, guys, stay tuned. You get to see us use this in action this year, and run out and get your own.